Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope everybody's feeling good. First of all, welcome to the material for English 2 for Diploma 3, and with me Miss Monalisa Pasaribu. I'm going to bring again the material for week 14 and week 15 for this semester. And as you can see over here, the topic for this week and next week is going to be about computers in education. And for this week, we'll be talking the first part of the computers in education. So let us check the material for this week. So as you can see over here, we'll have a quick review from the materials in week 13, and then we'll discuss the topic for week 14, which is about computers in education. So very quickly, we will discuss about the materials in week 13, I would say week 13 and week 12, because the topic is about computers in business. And thank you very much for those who have responded in the YouTube comments saying about how the computers in business have affected them and affected business in general. Okay, so that's very good that you commented, and hopefully in the future from the 3TK or the 3TI you will see that the computers will bring a lot of use in business sectors, and especially for opening new vacancies for you in the future later on. Okay, so that's just a quick review from last week's material. Now we will talk about the computer in education. So as a warm-up activity, there are some questions over here. So because you are actually a student right now in Dell Institute of Technology, then I reckon you will know this. How are the computers used in our campus? And do you actually know the following terms mean? So there are three options over there: further education, open learning, and flexible learning. So for this, the two questions, what do you think the following terms mean? Further education, open learning, and flexible learning. I want you to post the answer in the YouTube comment and then find out what is actually the meaning of these terminologies. Okay, so post your answer in the YouTube comment and we will discuss it in the practicum session. Now, as you can see also, there's a reading for this week which is about computer in education. So have a look at the text in our campus information system. I've uploaded it. And then after that, don't forget to record your voice and also identify some difficult words. If you find this word hard to understand or difficult to pronounce, then identify it first, and then in the practicum we will discuss about the meaning and how to pronounce it. Okay, so that's what you will do. So after you do the reading comprehension, then we will have comprehension questions. So there are 6 questions over here for the comprehension questions. So for these questions, I want you to go back again to the reading, and then after that look at the answers from the reading text. And as usual, when you answer these questions, I want you to answer the questions in a complete sentence. So for example, the question number 1, what is the overall purpose of NCET? Then the complete answer would be, the overall purpose of NCET is etc, etc. Okay, so you're definitely going to find the answer in the reading text. So have a look. So for the reading text, I would like to remind you again, record your voice as you read the text, and then after that identify the difficult words, and then do the comprehension questions as given here. And we will discuss the answers in our practicum session. So now we'll be talking about the grammar focus for this week, which is about noun, adjective, adverb, and verb. So all of these are what we call as parts of speech. Some parts of speech, because there are still other parts of speech. And I know some of you may think that this is quite massive to discuss 4 parts of speech in one meeting. However, we will try to identify some verbs, some words that have all the forms in noun, adjective, adverb, and verb, with obviously with different functions. So here is an example where the word has all forms in noun, adjective, adverb, and verb. The example is beautiful, beauty, beautifully, and beautify. So for this word, we're going to identify which one is noun, which one is adjective, which one is adverb, and which one is verb. And we're also going to identify how it is used in a sentence. Okay, so let's check one by one the explanation for these parts of speech. So nouns, which we will discuss the first one, noun. So a noun can describe a person, a place, or a thing, and the thing can be abstract or concrete noun. Okay, so some examples of a person is sister, friend, names, you, me, dog, cat, something like that. And then the examples of places are house, beach, New York, playground, the store, and things that can be physical or also ideas, so concrete or abstract, like chair, pencil, thoughts, that's abstract, memories, and knowledge. So that's the example of nouns. Okay, now we'll be discussing about adjectives. So what are adjectives? Adjectives are describing words and they are used to describe nouns. So if you want to use adjective, there should be noun, because they won't be function if they stand by themselves. And the example of an adjective, as I have mentioned in the previous slide, one example is beautiful. So beautiful is a word to describe something or someone. Okay, so for example, the sky is beautiful, I am beautiful. So when you mention about the sky is actually a noun. So beautiful is used to describe it. And that makes beautiful an adjective. And there are plenty other examples of adjectives, including colors, blue, yellow, green, dark, and then feelings, happy, good, sad, all those are adjectives. Warm, good, fast, and etc. Okay, so those are the examples of adjectives. And I would like to emphasize again, if we want to use adjectives, then there should be nouns following. Okay, so that's the adjectives. Now we will discuss verbs. I think for verbs, we have discussed this quite extensively throughout the semester when we talk about past tense, present tense, and present perfect tense or future tense. Okay, so what is actually a verb? Verb is a word or a combination of words that indicates action or a state of being or condition. For example, sing, watch, play, sleep, study, walk, think. And there's also different kinds of verbs. There's auxiliary verb, there's to be verb, and etc. etc. Okay, so those are the examples of verbs. And then what about adverbs? Adverbs are words that modify or qualify an adjective, verb, or other adverb or a group of words. So for example, quickly. So quickly is an adverb because if you say it, you say you walk quickly, then walk is the verb, then quickly is describing how you walk. Therefore, quickly is an adverb. Okay, so an easy way to spot an adverb is by their ending, since they often end with the letters ly. But not all ly ending words are adverbs. Okay, so for example, friendly, what else we have? Early. So those are words that are already has ly in it. So it doesn't have meaning if you say for example, for early. Okay, and then the other examples for adverbs include nicely, proudly, slowly, firmly, and etc. So the adverbs that modifies or qualifies adjective, adverbs, verbs, or other adverbs is usually identified with ly, but not all ly words. Ly ending words are adverbs. Okay, so those are things that you need to understand. Now we will talk about the practice. So first of all, I want you to identify these words and check what is the part of speech for these words. So I give 10 words over here: rich, education, computer, clean, gently, early, sign, answer, watch, and friendly. And please note that some words has similar form in verb, adverb, adjective, and noun. So probably, like for example, one word has the same form in the verb and the adjective. So please identify this and let me know in your answer later on. Yeah. And then we'll talk about the second practice, which is identifying some class of words in the reading text that you have for today. So let's have a look over here. So we have create as the verb and creativity as the noun. Then please identify other words that you can find from the readings. And for the last practice, I want you to pick out words that has the same root word and combine the use in a sentence. So at this stage, you'll be creative. You will combine two or maybe three or maybe four words. Parts of that has the same root word and then make it in a sentence. So for example, we have create and creativity. So she creates a piece of art as a form of her creativity. Well, we can actually add creatively, for example. So she creatively creates a piece of art as a form of her creativity. There you go. So that's one example of practice 3 that you can create for the exercise for this week. Okay, so that would be something that I want you to do, and please answer these questions in your practicum later. And for this practice 3, actually, I want to ask you to put the answer in our discussion forum in eCourse. Okay, so make a sentence, one sentence which has the same root word, and combine it using combine the use in a sentence, and then post the answer in the eCourse form for this week. Yeah, so I'm not giving you a question. I will just ask you to post your sentence that you have created. Yeah, so that's your last activity, and now we will go to the next slide, which is the last slide before the reference. So for next week, so next week will be our final meeting for this semester, week 15. Okay, so it's going to be very exciting because after that you will have quite a long holiday, I would say. I think around 2 or 3 months for your semester break. Okay, so that's what happens next week. So we will I will also give information about the second assignment because there will be 2 weeks gap before we have our final test. So you still have plenty of time for discussing or finalizing your second assignment. And then I will also inform you about the final test conduct. As I've mentioned, that we will have an oral test for our final test, which is going to be fun, and I hope everybody will be prepared for this. And I will inform you the details of the conduct for the final test next week. Okay, so that will bring me to the end of my video for this week, everyone. Here are the references for our material this week. Thank you very much. Please do all the exercises for this week, and we will discuss the answers in our practicum session. Thank you and have a good day. See you.